unless Meta itself self-regulates the information that goes on online, there's nothing you can do about it. AI na lang di ba?
Yes.
May nakita ko, sumasayaw ako ng bini Ayan, pinakita sa akin ni Chu. Mukhang tunay. Wala kang magagawa. I think unless something really, really catastrophic happens, there's not going to be any regulation. Imbis na idisiplina, tinanggal nga ng Meta ang fact-checking, right? Yung fact-checking component nila. Tinanggal nila. So, all you can do is to police yourself and to make sure that the news that you consume, you have all sides to it. You double check. Kasi ilang beses na ako napadala ng mga fake news na, ha? Totoo ba to? Pag chinek mo, ay hindi pala, di ba? So I guess parang it's still the best source to look at, for me, television. Because television has a hierarchy of accountability.
Yes.
So in television, if you get in trouble, you can get sued. You know who the owner of the platform is. You can run after them. There's a check and balance in law. But online, it's still a work in progress. So the best source, I think, still is articles with a byline.
And the
Diba?
personality katulad sa inyo, kayo pa rin yung source talaga.
Yeah, but you don't know when I'm going to turn weird, right? It's still, I mean, if it were my own blog, medyo, alam mo nang editorialized na yan. Right? Kasi walang accountability, walang structure of accountability. But if you listen to me in ABS-CBN then, or in, say, Agenda Today, Bilyonaryo, I have bosses. Merong structure, merong may-ari ng platform who keep you in check. Somebody just lost their job because nagkamali ng facts in my place of work. So I think that's the best way, because journalists of before were trained like that. Yung talagang pinag-aralan ng journalism, which is not to say yung hindi nag-aral ng journalism ay hindi tama ang sinasabi. Yung training lang talaga ng accountability and parang making a distinction between opinion and fact. Very recently on TV5, we had a debate. Mainstream journalism versus vloggers.
Yun po yung next question ko. Ano po yung reaction din dun sa rise ng vloggers who do commentary news? Napabother po ba kayo doon? Na source din sila para sa ibang tao.
It's bothersome if it is a lie. It is bothersome if it is made up, right? Or if it is presented as fact when it is unchecked information, unverified. Or if it is opinion passed on as fact. Not too many, well, I
Pero
don't
din
know.
sa television, ano yan?
Ha?
Ibang channel, di ba?
Sa ibang siya, well, this is the argument. Bakit? Perfect ba ang mainstream? Perfect ba ang mainstream? Hindi ba may interest din yung mga may-ari ng mga platform na yan?
Yes, there's also media bias.
May media bias. And then, so may ganyan, di ba? O ano mga interes ang pinoprotektahan ng may-ari ng platform na yan. That's why it's so important to know who owns the platform. Para at least, yung nakikinig, if you are discerning, you know, hindi nila gagalawin yan kasi yan din ang negosyo nila di ba? Pero all other news, you know na more likely than not, kasi pwede kang ihabla Pwede kang ihabla because there is an entity that you can actually make accountable. Pero isa pang napag-aralan ko naman in my master's in communication, na muntik na ako mag-drop out dahil hindi ko maintindihan. Kasi matanda na ako nung mag-masters ako Precisely para I can catch up on the culture, on the changing culture. Parang, is there really such a thing now as really raw truth? Because truth now can also be subjective. Is there such a thing now as unbiased presentation of a story? Because if you're choosing between a clear evil and a clear good, wouldn't you side with the good? Siyempre, yung presentation mo, naka-tweak towards the good, right? Oh.
Bias.
Kunwari, merong isang mamamatay tao, isang pinatay, in cold blood. Oh, talaga ba? Uupo ka ng isang oras with the mind of a murderer and try to justify what this murderer did? Hindi eh, di ba? Madalas, hindi na ini-interview yung pumatay. Dito na lang tayo sa biktima. So that's what we're trying to say na it can't totally be balanced. Especially if it is between good and evil. Not in all cases, but you know, pagdating sa ganun, mamimili ka din. Eh ngayon, problema, yung mga bata ngayon, hindi namulat sa ganun. Tulad namin. Yung mga 40 and above. Or 45 and above na nasanay na dati ang source, dyaryo, radyo at saka TV. Ngayon, ang daming source.
TikTok mainly.
Yeah.
Tsaka ngayon, pag hindi pabor sa'yo yung story, bias ka na. Ganun agad yung thinking. Pag hindi pumapabor, may sarili silang pananaw na eh.
Si Mar parating nanonood ng vloggers. Matutulog na lang kami, napapanaginipan ko na nga. Sabi ko, bakit ba yan ang panghele natin para makatulong? Parang yun yung lalabay niya. Sabi niya, I'm just fascinated with how they're able to tweak the story, the narrative to their advantage, and they're succeeding. Parang pinag-aaralan niya yung anatomy ng fake news.
Pero same screen, anong the worst or the biggest fake news na binato sa'yo?
Ako? Meron ba? Fake news about me?
Yun talagang parang...
Parang may anak daw ako kay Ping Lacson. Ano ba? Hindi ba may ganon? May ganon ako dati, dati. Parang naaalala ko na, ano? Hindi ba?
Parang nagpahinga ka ba nung time na yun? Nawala ka ba?
Ewan ko ba, mga tao?
Pero miski, fake news ba yung tungkol sa ni Pinoy?
No, naging boyfriend ko talaga si Pinoy.
Oo, yan talaga.
Ano yan ang headline mo, ha? Ay, hindi na. Magalit sa akin asawa ko.
Ay na.
Totoo naman yun.
Mabe, kasi diba, wala nang masyadong nagkwento about it.
Because it was so short-lived.
Like how?
Parang we were together for 8 months. That's my shortest ever. Kasi ako, pag nag-relasyon, 5 years, 7 years. Ganon. 8 months. Eh, anak ng presidente, ang daming option. Diba? Tsaka hindi na kami nagkikita. Yun ang ano nun eh.
Pero yung papasok ka sa politics, fake news yun or ano?
Yung ikaw mismo ang
Yung
tatak.
papasok ka sa politics.
Parang, I don't know. Kasi, DNA ko na talagang tumulong eh. Eh, nakakatulong naman ako sa mga platform ko.
Pero there was a time na parang based sa survey, ang taas mo as
Oo, parati kami 1, 2, 3, Nolly, me, and Ted, Filon, right? Yeah, well, it depends. Parang ang gulo ng politika ngayon, ano? Parang nakakatakot sumabak ng hindi ka ganun kalakas yung paninindigan mo. Kasi parang hihilahin ka, left or right, eh parehong, can you really stand to be an independent? Will the system really allow independent-minded people to make it? We have a new machine that we don't know anything about. Ngayon may mga naglalabasan ng mga nakaka-discover ng hacking, ng ganito. Parang sayang ang effort and pera kung hindi rin totoo yung lalabas. I'm not questioning the results. I'm just hearing it from all of these protesters now. Diba? Gwen Garcia, this vice mayor from Isabela. And natitrace nila talaga, ha? So parang, okay na tayo dati, alam na natin kung paano maniobrahin yung dating makina, biglang pinalitan. Hindi mo na naman alam paano mo itong maniobrahin. Ito, may naririnig ako, baka palitan na naman in next election. It depends. The political climate now is so fluid. Diba? Marcos against Marcos, Ortega against Ortega, Binay against
Binay,
Binay.
Cayetano versus Cayetano.
Di ba hindi mo na masabi. So until the climate is good enough, parang bakit ka naman mag-i-invest?
So at this point, walang pwedeng mag-convince sa'yo.
Dati at unang tagal pa, tatlong taon pa. Kakatapos lang ng eleksyon.
Asa
Tingnan muna
pwede?
natin. Diba? Tingnan muna natin paano ba ito.
Pero ilang,
Yung
pero ilang
impeachment,
percent?
very interesting yan, ha?
Pero ilang percent is pwede?
Nang alam.
Yung possibility.
Convince ka.
3 years pa daw eh.
Sa ngayon, parang no.
Ah.
Kasi nakakatakot ang klima ng politika. Kasi even sa komentaryo, ha, very careful ako dyan. Between this and this. Very careful ako dyan. So, it is my comment about the impeachment. Eh, di tingnan natin ang ebidensya. Ganoon naman yung sa akin eh. And then we have many comments, we have many opinions, ibabasura daw. O the latest is, there's no legal basis to come up with a resolution like that. They really have to. You cannot just babasura mo. Kasi dumaan na ng Congress. Again, that's the opinion of one justice, di ba? Araw-araw nga, sabi ko, ito na naman ang pag-uusapan natin sa news. Uy,
Would you say nag-mellow pa as a journalist?
Oo naman. Inaaway ko silang lahat dati. I realized that you can still get what you want without getting upset. And if you get upset, that's probably mostly theatrics to get the job done. I mean, like with my kids. Diba? Kunwari galit ako. Pero di ka naman galit talaga. Kunwari ka lang galit. Para makinig. Para sa staff ko. Lalo na ngayon. Cool na ako. Kailangan medyo magpanggap akong galit. Love language.
Naging love
Diba?
language.
Miss K yung ano, Miss K.
Parang nakakabwisit ka, ha? Nakakabwisit.
Finger heart ka.
Galit na galit na ako.
Yung
ha?
pag-meet niyo po recently, Jessica Soho.
Oo.
Sa TV